Boys. I would now like to invite the chief guest to say a few words. Sir.
Rahim, Principal, Aitchison College, members of the staff, dear students and guests. It's truly a privilege and an honor to be here this morning to talk to you all about my experience at Aitchison. I had the privilege of joining in October of 1934, and I was the 84th boy on the roll at that time. And it's wonderful to see these wonderful students, so many of them, and so it's so heartening to see how the college has developed over the years. I don't know where to start, but let me first start with the college anthem that you just heard. This was written by Mr. A.Z. Hanif, who joined the Aitchison College around 1940 as a teacher of Urdu and Persian, and he stayed on in the college till 1947, and went to Sadiq Public School, which was sort of a daughter school of Aitchison College in Bahawalpur, and then he came back and he ended up his days at Aitchison as the bursar. So we should pay a great tribute and thanks to Mr. A.Z. Hanif. He's no longer with us, but he made a tremendous contribution in writing this wonderful college anthem. He came from a very renowned family of Lahore. His grandfather was Sir Abdul Qadir, who was a great jurist and a great literary giant in the early part of the 19th century, of the 20th century. Also, let me give you the history of this amphitheater. This was designed by a friend of mine who was an architect. He passed out of National College of Arts. His name was Anwar Pasha. I had commissioned him to do the library, which is adjoining to this building, and then we discussed as to what we should do with this open place around here, and he came up with this idea. And I must say, he was so generous, he didn't charge a penny as fees for making this amphitheater, and the institution at that time accepted our suggestion, and we should thank the memory of Mr. Pasha also. He's passed away. He migrated to Canada and he lived there. So this college brings a lot of memories to me. As I said, I joined in 1934. We had our the Golden Jubilee was in 1936. And I remember this was a great week of celebration where old boys from all over India, especially the princely order, because as the principal has narrated to you the history of this college, which was set up for the chiefs of northern India and primarily consisted of rulers and the landed gentry of this place. The name of the college till 1936 or 7 was Aitchison Chiefs College. And you can see in some of the old blazers, ACC written, and that meant Aitchison Chiefs College. And then Mr. Barry converted this into a public school, and then he welcomed students from all parts of society. Initially, you had to be in a certain book. Your name had to be in that book. Only those people were eligible for this college. So today, you're very lucky that you don't have to be in a written, your progeny doesn't have to be in a book. It is entirely dependent on your merit. I can't tell you how lucky you are to be in Aitchison College. This is an institution which is unique not only in Pakistan, but I would say unique in the world, where you have so many facilities and so much opportunity to learn not only in the classroom but outside the classroom. And it's my strong belief that you learn perhaps more outside the classroom than in the classroom. Take every opportunity to equip yourself to go and play your role in the real world when you leave Aitchison College. But let me also ask you not to forget Aitchison. I passed out of Aitchison in 1943, and I still tell you that I consider Aitchison College to be like my mother. It gives me tremendous pleasure and happiness whenever I enter this place. I love every brick, every tree in this compound, and it's given me so much. What little I have achieved in life, I can tell you, I owe a great deal to this wonderful institution. Good luck to all of you, and long live Aitchison.